What's up, everybody? Welcome to Chronicles of Chef. I'm Scott Hamilton, and today we're going to make a delicious meal prep. For this one, I'm using as little skills as possible. We're going to use a blender. We're going to bake it all in the oven. Use about 2 pans. That's it to make some delicious baked pasta with roasted pork chops. Let's go. Alright, so I've decided I need to meal prep some more and I want to do it on a budget. So I've given myself $30. I'm going to go into the store, see what I can find. I'm not going to include the cost of the ingredients I already have at home. Salt, pepper, oils. If I have something in the freezer to use, I'm not going to include those. It's just here at the stores. I was leaning towards a pasta idea. I don't really know what I want to do, but I'm going to see what's on sale. And that's what's going to help us decide what we're going to make. So join along as we go shopping and we cook something delicious. Alright, I just got back from the store. I'm going to list out all the ingredients so you can run and get them, and then we will get to cooking. So, we spent $22, which is a win. We have some protein plus penne pasta. I ended up going the pasta route. It was on sale, so I had to go after it. Pork chops on sale. There's 5 of them. Perfect. I'm going to make 5 meals, one of these for each. It makes weighing out, all that kind of stuff on the protein side a whole lot easier. Next, we also got some Bellavitino tomato basil cheese. Not really sure. It smells real good. But again, on sale, $1.78 for this whole wedge. Perfect. Got some herbs. It's like the poultry herb blend. So rosemary, thyme, and some sage. It's gonna be delicious. It'll work. We're not stressing. We got a big old, I think it's like pound of leafy greens. I love to put leafy greens with my pasta, especially afterwards. And then doing it cold, it's going to help kind of bring it to life when you reheat it and eat it later on in the week. I love these things. I didn't want to do cottage cheese, but it was on sale. It was $2 for this whole thing. And I figured that's going to be awesome. It'll be great. It'll give us some nice rich creaminess to it without having to use heavy cream, all that kind of stuff. So I went with it. Frozen veggies, 2 for $4. There is 4 servings per each of these, so it'll be 8 servings of vegetable spread throughout, plus these. So tons of veggies in this meal prep. Now for the things that I'm adding from my house, I'll use some sort of olive oil or oil, I'm sure. And then we're going to use some High Desert Kitchen's Bonneville seasoning. It's nice and herby. It's going to be really, really good on the pork. And then some tomato pesto. Now, at home, if you can't get tomato pesto, you don't have tomato pesto, regular pesto, or where I use this, and I'm going to throw it in with this, just blend up a whole can of roasted tomatoes. This is what I had, and so I'm going to go ahead and throw it in there. But that's our ingredients. Let's get making a delicious baked pasta with roasted pork chops. Meal prep, let's go. When I meal prep, I like to lean more on weighing rather than dry scoop measurements and all those kinds of things. Weighing everything out helps me with portions at the end. So first things first is, just so I have it in my brain, I'm gonna weigh out our main dish. So when we pull it all out and we have it all done, I'll know how much it all weighs. So this is, well, we're going in ounces, 75.6 ounces. So I know when I weigh this, when this is all cooled down and I go to portion it out, I'm gonna need to subtract 75.5 ounces. So that is good to know for later on in life. Next, all right, let's get building this sauce for our pasta. In our blending container, we're going to throw in all of our herbs, and it's just the whole packet. I de-stemmed them, and we're going to use those stems in another way. I'm also going to go with half of our block of cheese just to kind of give it creamy. Everything else, we're just going to kind of grate over the top. Oh, yeah. Next, we're going to add this entire thing of cottage cheese. I just want it nice and smooth. This is a pound of cottage cheese. I'm not exactly sure how much is in here, so we're going to do it by weight and by tablespoon just to make things a little easier. So there's 1, 2, and this is pretty much everything in here. About 2.5 tablespoons of tomato pesto. We're also going to because we don't want it to go to waste. I'm just going to throw a little water in here, give it a little shaky shake. If you don't have tomato pesto, which is just fine. Ooh, it smells delicious, though. Throw that right on top. Next going in here is going to be a little bit of a secret ingredient, a little bone broth packet. I forgot to say this in the beginning, but as I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, I'll add water to things. And I was like, I don't like to add water. I like to add flavor, and I like to add things with extra nutrients and add flavor at any opportunity that I possibly can. So this guy right here is going to do all that. Now, I'm using a bone broth powder. If you want to use just regular stock, use that. If you have a can of it, a box of it. If you have your own homemade stock, great. Your own homemade bone broth, another excellent choice. Better than bouillon, would work great too. Any of those things will work. This is chicken. If I had beef, I'd use beef. If I had roasted garlic bouillon, I'd use that. That isn't really going to play a huge factor in this scenario. We're going with pork anyway, but all those flavors will go great with tomato or the pesto or any of those things. So we got this. Let's blend this guy up. All right, we got our blender all put together, and we're just going to give this a quick buzz. All right, now that we got a good blend on this guy, we're going to go ahead and give him a little taste test. Ooh. Whoa. Lots happening here. Ooh, I really like it. It does need a touch of salt, though. I was nervous about it being a little too salty because of that bone broth going in there. So I want to add it later on, but I think just a touch of salt was needed. I feel like I can really taste that cheese. The herbs all come through beautifully. Oh, yeah. To game the system, I'm going with 3 cups of water that I'm going to heat up in this kettle just so that I have hot water to mix in right before it goes in the oven, just to kind of give us a jump start. So that the water is already boiling, we can start cooking the pasta right away, because we are going to cook this uncovered at first. We're going to go ahead and take these stems from all of those herbs, and we're going to throw them in there just to, again, what else can we use them for? We might as well get some delicious flavor out of them and put them into this water that we're going to add to it. Now for the rest of the ingredients in our pasta. We've got our Mediterranean blend of veggies. Go ahead and dump them in there. Ooh, there's some potatoes in there too. We got a nice antioxidant blend. I don't know. I just like that this was broccoli and peppers and onions, and this had zucchini. I thought it would be a good blend. Whoop. We almost lost that one. Then we're going to add our box of pasta. And I know that this box is for 7 portions. We're just going to split it for 5. We're going to go ahead and salt all of this deliciousness. All right, and now for the good stuff. Now we're just going to pour this sauce that is way too thick for it to be by itself. We need to add water to this because we're not par cooking our pasta. And we're just going to give this a nice little mix. Now, if you don't like these veggies, choose different ones. It's going to be okay. It's not going to be that serious. This is just about like how simple can we throw together 5 meals so I don't have to think about lunch for the rest of the week. If it turns out to be extra healthy, even better. But this one, I'm not stressing about macros. I am looking for good protein and a good balance of things, but I am not stressing. I'm also not a nutritionist or dietitian or any of those things. So I do food that tastes good. That is my goals. Here we go. I'm going to set this off to the side. Oh, yeah. For our pork chops, we're going to cook them directly on this rack, which is going to go right above our pasta. And we're going to cook these through first, and then we'll wrap up the pasta if I feel like it needs to happen. But right now, I'm not really concerned with it. I want these drippings to fall into there. I don't want to lose that flavor. If you don't have a mesh rack like this for your oven, then a secondary oven rack, you just want it like pretty much as directly over the top. Then you want to make sure that these pork chops are in a position that they're going to stick to and be around your pasta, so it's not dripping down to the bottom of the oven. I got gypped. That one's a tiny guy. I'm going to use Bonneville from High Desert Kitchen. You can use whatever kind of herby seasoning blend that you want to do. Whatever makes your heart happy. And we're going to kind of season these generously. Give these guys all a nice little flip. Beautiful. Instead of oil drizzle, I'm just going to give it a little quick spray. And then I'm going to use this as a guide for putting our pork chops on. So I know that that will be, well, it's going to go into the oven. I have a small oven, so it's going to go into the oven this way. Okay. Whoa, I'm glad I thought about that. All right, so there's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Oh, oven's ready. I'm going to go this little spray. This has a total of 3 cups. So we'll see how much I really use. We're going to go ahead and pour this guy in. Oh, yeah. We have a lot sticking up, a lot dry over here. There we go. Okay. We're looking to just have the pasta slightly covered. We're just going to use all 3 cups. Okay. Think in the same kind of vein as when you're doing a rice is what we're looking for here. Not fully kind of covered in the sense that like a full knuckle kind of a deal, but we do want things to be fully submerged to ensure that we have a good sauce coming out at the end. Normally you would cover these things, but again, we're not doing that because we got our pork chops going on top. All right, so we got this guy going in. And this, like I said, is going directly above. There we go. These are looking beautiful. They're temping out to about 160, which is higher than I wanted. I think upping the oven temp was the right thing to do. I should have done it sooner, but that's okay. We're going to give this a little mixy here. Oh, yeah. Our pasta is actually probably about halfway cooked there. We're looking good on that. We're going to hit it with some foil to finish cooking. Doesn't need super tight. We'll get this back in the oven for probably about another 20 minutes. While this is going, I'm going to go ahead and pre-portion out our lettuce so that it's ready to go and we can just scoop straight onto this. So it's a pound, we do 5, so we're going to look for about 3.2 ounces per serving. A way to help make meal prepping easier is to do everything by like package, right? Oh my goodness. This looks like a lot of lettuce. It is a lot of lettuce. It's also going to wilt and shrink down, so it's okay. But are these things going to be like packed full? Yes, they are. But that's something that I want out of a good meal prep is something that is nice and full, nice and filling, hits all the different notes. All right, with that pre-portioned out, let's go ahead and pull out our delicious baked pasta. We do want to let it cool down before we do anything crazy though. Oh, yeah. Look at that beauty. Oh, the sauce has come together. Those noodles have cooked up beautifully. They've plumped up so we know they're not dry. Oh, ooh. This is looking absolutely delicious. 9.9 pounds, 5 ounces. And I said 70 something. I'm about to play that back. Okay, 9 pounds, 5 ounces. We're gonna let this cool, and then we'll portion it all out. I have done the math, and then we're gonna get 14 ounces of this pasta into this thing. All right, give it a nice scoop. There we go. Now that we've got that, we're gonna have our little fun, and we're gonna just hit it with cheese until all of this cheese is gone. I'm gonna leave my pork whole. You can pre-chop it, but when it comes to reheating that pork, it's gonna be much better if it's left whole, and then you cut it up later. If it's easier for your life for you to chop it up, do it to it. All right, so there's our meal prep, our baked pasta with roasted pork chops, $22. and some change with those other things. If I had to buy the tomato pesto or a can of tomato or any of those things, and then the Bonneville seasoning, the amount that I used on there, I am well under my $30 budget, which is awesome. Thank you so much for watching. I am super excited for this week of meals. This, I think, turned out beautiful and delicious. Let me know down in the comments if there's a certain cuisine or dish that you'd like to see turned into a meal prep, and if we can make whatever that is in that $30 budget, I'll work on that and do my best for it, and we'll see how it goes. Like, subscribe, do all those fun things, and be sure to be on the lookout for my next meal prep and all my other videos. We'll see you next time.